Hi, welcome to this wonderful Saturday evening at 7:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is currently December 8th, and thank you so much for joining me. Now, we're going to get right to it. So we're going to start the screen share and show you what has been going on. Please forgive me for not being here yesterday. I kind of had a little bit of stomach flu. Anywho, the trade stopped. The market closed yesterday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is where the trade was at. This is a buy, and the lot size is 0.01, and it was opened at 0.69586. The stop loss is currently at 5,000 pips. I'm sorry, 6,000 pips or $60. And it is sitting at 0.63586. My take profit is 6,000 pips or $60 profit, positive, which is sitting at 0.75586. Notice the 586 after each number. That gives it the actual pip size. And I'm only in a negative $10.11, which isn't too bad. When you look at my balance, the last time we talked, I was around $9.98 and 30 cents. Currently, I'm at $1,007.13. There was a profit, quite a bit of profit right there. So being $10 negative, when I was at one time at negative $38, $10 is nothing. It's like a cough or a sneeze. I've been asked why I only do one trade, one broker, one chart. And the reason behind that is if you put in extra entry prices with this broker, it's a FIFO rule that they run their trades by, which is a first in, first out. So even any extra second or third entry prices, the first one has to be pulled out before you can get profit on the second or third, regardless if the first one is profit or loss, a negative. Does not matter. You have to pull out the first one before you can pull out any additional ones. I've also been asked why I trade on a naked chart. Yeah, this chart being there's no indicators, it's not marked up. All you see on here is the entry price, the stop loss, and the take profit. It's considered a naked chart, meaning there's nothing that can tell me what to do until I go and do my research and figure it out. And I'll show you how I figure it out in a moment. I've also been asked, where do I get my signals? Well, my signals come from 5 different areas. We have Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright, who are educators with iMarkets Live. And to get access to them, you need to be a part of iMarkets Live. Tracy Walker and Christopher Terry. Christopher Terry is the CEO of iMarkets Live and has over 25 years of trading experience. If you can't put your faith into him, who can you put it in, right? And Tracy Walker is my sponsor, who taught me how to set up my charts, how to mark them up, how to get in a trade, how to get out of a trade, and everything that was necessary. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be able to do this for you on the naked chart. The reason why I keep a naked chart is due to my health issues. As I sleep, I go through grand mal seizures, losing my memory. So I have no memory when I wake up. And I have to relearn everything from walking like an infant or a child, toddler, all the way up to what I need to do, who I am, who people are around me, what I need to get done, and relearning how to mark up a chart and the indicators every single day can be overwhelming. And I can still do it, and I do it. However, when I'm training on one pair, one trade, that's why I stay in the day time chart. If you go smaller in the smaller time charts, the minute all the way up to 4 hour, you need to make sure your chart is marked up so that you can actually see what the trend or the market is doing for that trade. If you don't mark it up, it's extremely risky, and chances of you losing your shirt are very high, very high. The reason I haven't is because I stay in the day time chart. Let me show you why. Going back in the minute time chart, I can't tell you a whole lot going on here. One, the chart's not marked up. There's no trends on here. There's no indicators. It's just a naked chart. And there's not a lot that I can tell you to do. It's just not a clear picture. Going into the 5-minute time chart, once again, you can see a little movement. It's got your attention, or it's got my attention, but there's still not enough information here to be able to put in a trade and know that it's going to do what I think it's going to do. Did you catch that? Because when you trade right, but you look left. So the only way you can find out what that trend is going to do for that trade is by looking left, far enough back that you have a good, clear picture of what's going to happen. Going into a 15-minute trade, time chart, I'm sorry, there's movement, yeah. But I still want to tell you that you can trade here without the necessary marking up your chart and the indicators. Each trader has a set of rules that they follow, so that if they go off those rules, they have a tendency to not lose, but have a lesson learned. Did you hear that? A lesson learned can actually give you enough information to, oh, oops, I don't want to do that again. I need to go back to what I was doing before. It's a heads up. So it's not a loss, it's a lesson learned. Going into the 30-minute time chart, yeah, there's quite a bit here. And if you've had experience trading and you have your charts marked up and you have the indicators on here, by all means, knock yourself out, have fun with it. There's no point why you can't. There are many traders that do trade in the 30-minute or less time charts because they have the experience, they have the knowledge, they know the skills. If you don't, I wouldn't advise it. Going into the hour time chart, there's a little bit more here. It goes back to September 13th of 2018. And being in December, that's 3 months. Most people say, hey, go for it. I'm still kind of saying you don't have a clear picture here. Going into the 4-hour time chart, it goes back to January of 2018. So it's almost a whole year. Do you feel comfortable here? For the longest time I did. I had no problem trading in the 4-hour time chart until I realized there was quite a bit I was missing because it wasn't completely clear. That's why I went into the daytime chart. Going into the daytime chart, I could go back clear to March of 2014. A good many years there. Yeah, looks like almost 4 years. Sounds pretty good to me. And I can see by sitting on where the current spot of this trade is, And moving left, because you trade right, you move left, go clear back to where it was coming up before, even if it's right here in 2016. Because as you can see, it came up and it test and retest. It hit the support, it hit the resistance, and then it turned and went up. That's what's going to take place over here. I can see it happening. Or you can go back a little bit further, you can still see it. Trades always repeat themselves, always. You just have to find the pattern, find the trend, and it's a win-win-win. You can go very far. When I first started this trade, I was at $280 in my balance on June 25th. Yeah, of this year. Granted, it's been almost 6 months, but I'm nowhere near the 280 anymore. And not every single amount that's in my balance came from the trade. Trade at your own risk. I keep my balance, my margin level, around the 4,500 mark. 4,500 mark. That way, I can go a long time before I have the ability or the chance of being stomped out. Stomped out, removed from the trade. My stop loss was hit. If you go down in the margin level below 500%, it's very risky and very predominant that the broker will kick you out and you can lose your whole account that way. So I wouldn't advise going down below the 500%. They really start kicking you out at 100%. It's just what happens. Every broker will do it. And if you're in a trade longer than a 24-hour time frame, you will receive small fees. It's minimal of 4 cents to a maximum so far I've seen 15 cents. Not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. And it's 24 hours that I've been using the broker, their charts, what they've been showing me. That's why you have a 24-hour time fee. The longer you stay in it, the more chance you have to lose some less than a quarter. It's not that big of a deal. Believe me, it really is not. With that being said, we're going to stop our screen share and see if there are any questions. Yeah, I gave you a lot of information. It's quiet tonight. Going once, going twice, and gone. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday evening or morning, depending on where you are in the world. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend, fantastic Sunday, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye for now.